Why does he think that's going to lower your grocery prices?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I just this weekend have arranged to begin once again regular lunches with Jay Powell at the Federal Reserve. And Jay and I have a long and collegial relationship, and I'm going to go over there with him and the other governors. So we're going to talk about our views about what's going on and listen to his. And that collegiality has been going on for 4 years when I was here before, and the president very much values that. I think that the thing about lower interest rates. Oh, no, I'm going to talk about, well, Jay's an independent person. The Fed independence is respected. And the point is the president's opinion is also can be heard. He's the president of the United States. But here's the thing that I think is interesting, that if we get inflation under control, then that takes the pressure off the Fed. And one way to tell whether markets think, are we getting inflation under control, is to look at longer term interest rates that the Fed doesn't affect directly. And if you look at it, the 10-year Treasury rate has dropped about 40 basis points over the last couple of weeks while we announced our plan to control inflation. That saved the American people about $40 billion. About $40 billion just from talking about the stuff that we're about to do.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Right, but the president's statement contradicts economic policy,
inflation, inflation rates are already, I'm saying that the interest rates are already lower by 40 basis points. So interest rates are lower. The one that matters the most for the economy is maybe the 5 or 10 year rate. Those are the ones that matter the most, and those are down already. So the president's right about that.
Before we run out of time, I really want to make sure I get to you on tariffs, because there's concern that will add to prices, because they'll be added on to consumers and what they pay. How are these reciprocal tariffs going to work? The president was tweeting he wants to put them on like 175 different countries that have a VAT tax, a value-added tax.
You know, we're talking to leaders of other countries all the time. Last night, into the wee hours of their morning and kind of the late night for me, I was talking to Minister Reynolds from the UK about this very matter. But here's the way I'd like to think about it. That right now, U.S. companies are paying foreign governments about $370 billion a year in tax. And foreign companies are paying the U.S. government about $57 billion in tax. And a lot of it is because of the VAT. But if we didn't have to pay the foreign government's tax, over 10 years it'd be about $5 trillion of tax that U.S. citizens don't have to pay. That would more than pay for the tax cuts that we're debating right now. And so if we get some of that money back, either through tariffs or obviously if they reduce the tariffs and VAT, then that's good for Americans. It's going to put more money in their pockets. And that's what President Trump is trying to do.
Kevin Hassett, I'd like to have you come back, sit at the table and talk through this in more detail at another time. We have to leave it there.